A couple, Ling and Nam, sit across from each other in a cafe sipping a cup of coffee. A beautiful girl dressed extremely fancy walks past their table and outside the cafe. As she walks by the table, Nam turns his head and watches her. Nam, what are you doing?
What? What do you mean?
You completely just checked out that girl.
What? I have no idea what you're talking about.
No, admit it. You were checking her out.
You need to stop. You're acting crazy.
No, it's true. You were looking at her because you don't think I'm beautiful.
Okay, can we not discuss this? I don't want to be that couple arguing in public.
I don't care. You don't think I'm beautiful. That's the reason you don't love me.
Listen, calm down. You don't need to announce anything to the whole cafe. You want me to order you something else?
No, I'm certain of it. You don't love me anymore. Every time we go out, we don't talk. We don't interact. You don't even make eye contact with me. You just look at your phone and at other girls.
You're so crazy. Why do you blame me for everything?
Because it's your fault. Everything is your fault. A staff member from the cafe walks over to the table.
I'm sorry, guys, but can you please keep it down? Our customers have made complaints because you are being too loud. Yes, I agree. I'm sorry. We will be quiet.
The staff member walks away.
Okay, fine. You know what? I may have briefly, for 1 second, looked at that girl, and I apologize for that.
Nope, it's too late.
Are you serious? Oh my god, what can I do to convince you that I love you?
The only way that would confirm to me that you would love me, Ling pauses,
Yes?
would be if you buy me some Kristen Louboutin lipsticks. Nam is silent. And you should hurry because it sells out quickly. Nam rolls his eyes and shakes his head in disbelief.
Hello? Did you want to see me?
Yes, Dad. Please come in. I hope I didn't interrupt you from your work.
No, it's fine. I was just on break.
Not at all. I just wanted you to take a quick survey for me.
Survey? What kind of survey?
Dad, I heard about the incident the other day, so I just want you to respond to a few questions from this questionnaire.
Okay, sure.
I want to emphasize that you're not in trouble, so answer honestly and please keep it brief. Don't take too much time to reflect.
If you insist.
Let's begin. First question. What's the most important quality to teach in?
I think that would be confidence. It takes confidence to stand in front and control a class.
Second question. How do you react when you have an issue with a child in your class?
Well, initially I might be upset, but I try to control myself and react responsibly.
Very good. So have you ever shouted or screamed at a child in class?
I guess. Sometimes the kids can be very naughty, and it's the only way to get them to stop.
It's okay, Dai. As I mentioned, I want you to respond honestly. This is not a trick.
Okay.
Let's continue. Have you ever had the urge to hit one of the naughty children?
Well, honestly, yes. And recently I almost did hit one.
So, what happened with the incident?
Well, there is this one student who is very naughty, and I already warned him many times before to behave. And then...
Dai pauses. What happened, Dai?
Well, he told me, and I quote, "Kiss my butt." And then he pulled down his pants and showed me his buttocks.
I see.
So I gave him a little spanking. No big deal.
Well, Dai, I'm sorry about all this. You know, there's an idiom that says, spare the rod and spoil the child.
What does that mean?
It means discipline is necessary for good upbringing, but despite that, we can't have teachers spanking our students. You're fired, Dai. Please leave now. Lum walks into a cafe and sees Duc. He tries to turn around, but it's too late.
Hey, Lum. Long time no see. What are you doing here? Duc. Hey. Oh, I just have an appointment with a client. How about you? Not much. Just writing in my diary. So, did you have fun at Hui's party the other night? I'm surprised I didn't see you there. What are you talking about? Oh, you know, Hui's annual birthday party. This year, he had it at the top of Hanoi Bar. There were dancers, a DJ, and everything. Oh, that sounds fun. But I guess I wasn't invited. No way. I remember you guys used to be best friends. He would never forget to invite you. No, Long. I didn't receive an invitation. Oh. Well, maybe he doesn't have your new address? Address? Why wouldn't he invite me on Facebook? Well, maybe you should have a conversation with Hui. I don't know why he wouldn't invite you. I know you heard the rumors about me, Lam. What rumors? First, it started off that I had dengue fever, which I didn't. It was just a cold. Then I heard some people were even saying I had AIDS. AIDS? That's crazy. Oh, you know how rumors are. My advice would be to just ignore them. Actually, all my friends stopped talking to me suddenly, and now I'm pretty depressed about the whole thing. Well, that's a terrible thing. Shame on the person who started those rumors. Long, I know you started them. What? What's the matter with you? Of course I didn't. Well, Yen claims it was you. Do you deny it? Yen? Oh, do you really trust her? I don't need to remind you that she was the one who apparently had a secret affair with one of her teachers. Well, Yen said that he started those rumors so I would not get invited to his party and that you could be the one to give the best friend speech. And now you are even spreading rumors about Yen. Therefore, it must have been you. Oh, look at that. My client just arrived. Sorry to bother you. Talk to you later.
Lum runs away.
Dear Harry, I am pleased to congratulate you and inform you that you have been accepted into Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. It is very important that you take the time to read and consider all the documents and information enclosed within this envelope, which may list any restrictions on your admission. This information will also help you to facilitate your enrollment at the Graduate Center. You need to indicate whether you accept or refuse this offer of admissions by April 15th, 2018. Considering you are an orphan, we think it would be in your best interest to accept. You may contact us by OWL or by email, hogwarts.edu. It is important to note that if we do not receive a direct statement or notification from you, registration materials will not be produced and you will receive no awesome magic wand. If we receive your notification, a big hairy man named Hagrid will show up unannounced at your place of residence to escort you to a secluded train station. We recommend you commit as soon as possible and bring with you a statement of intent containing your signature. Financial aid decisions are made by the individual program office. Students receiving financial support will receive an award letter from the Office of Financial Aid. If you have any confusion that coincides with this letter, or beginning your studies with Hogwarts, please refer to the program office in your discipline for advisement and make sure to provide any relevant information regarding the discrepancy. We shall make every effort to be of assistance. As you may recall from our application process, we would like to inform you again that any attempts to deceive or misrepresent information, especially including that of identity and witch and wizard abilities, will be confronted immediately upon discovery and may result in serious consequences, such as loss of magical abilities or torture of your friends and loved ones by the one who must not be named. We look forward to having a student like you represent our university. Sincerely, Minerva McGonagall, Deputy Headmistress. Ben, a tall American clearly out of his element, walks his motorbike through the streets of Hanoi, leaking motor oil all over the ground. Eventually, he arrives at a repair shop, which he can recognize by all the tools and equipment all over the floor of the shop, the strong scent of pure gasoline, and by the man with motor oil all over his shirt and sleeves, squatting down and playing some sort of game on his phone. "Excuse me," Ben says. "I seem to be having some troubles with my motorbike." The mechanic looks up at Ben with less expression on his face than a skeleton. Ben continues, "You are the mechanic, I presume." The mechanic gives a subtle nod, then looks back at his phone. Ben says, "Well, there seems to be a significant amount of liquid leaking from my bike. That seems to be enough proof that something is wrong." The man gives no response. He doesn't even budge. Ben looks around but sees no other repair shops within range. This place is his only option. He tries again to generate a response from the mechanic. "Please, help me, sir. This bike is like my child. It's limited edition Honda Wave I bought years ago. It has been so durable. This is the first time it has given me any problems besides some small stuff. Please help me fix it." The mechanic puts away his phone, and without saying a word, the mechanic puts on a pair of big, clear goggles like he's about to conduct a science experiment. Then, he grabs a hammer from the wall, walks over to the motorbike, and starts recklessly banging the motorbike in the general section where the bike was leaking. From Ben's perspective, this seemed odd, but he had no choice but to trust him. The man was Ben's only ray of hope. All of a sudden, a piece falls off the bike and motor oil sprays all over the walls and the mechanic. Unfazed, the mechanic gets up and calmly starts the bike. It starts, and the engine sounds better than ever. The mechanic then walks over to Ben and holds out his hand. $2 million, the mechanic says. Ben happily pays, gets on his bike, and drives away. Hello, everyone. My name is Chef Troy, and today I will be cooking my recipe for shrimp and broccoli stir-fry, with a nice beverage or cocktail on the side. So, the first thing you must do is peel and devein the shrimp, to give them a nice clean taste. Once that's done, you should wash the shrimp thoroughly, and then combine the shrimp in a medium-sized bowl with corn flour, and toss the bowl until the shrimp is coated. After that, you should wash and then cut the broccoli into bite-sized pieces and some red onions into thin slices. There are optional ingredients you could add to this recipe, like bacon or sausage, which could add to the flavor, but they are not the healthiest options. If you are a vegetarian, you can also consider adding some mushrooms as well. Next, you should heat a skillet with a medium flame and add canola oil to the skillet until it is coated with the oil. After that, you can add chopped ginger and garlic, and let that cook for about 30 seconds. After 30 seconds, add the shrimp to the skillet and cook for approximately 3 minutes or until the shrimp looks finished. After the shrimp is cooked, you should remove it from the skillet and then add more canola oil to the skillet and cook the broccoli and onions. While that is cooking, you can make the sauce. To make the sauce, you should combine chicken broth, 2 tablespoons of rice vinegar, 1/4 cup of soy sauce, corn flour, dark sesame oil, and crushed red pepper. Make sure you do not add too much rice vinegar to your sauce, otherwise it will come out too sour. You should whisk the sauce in a small bowl. Add it and the shrimp into the pan and let it all cook together with the broccoli and onions. Another nice addition to this meal would be pickled cucumbers with chili pepper. This would add another level of flavor and texture to your dish. While your stir-fry is cooking, you can make a cocktail to accompany your dish. If you do not drink alcohol, then a nice glass of lemonade would be a suitable accompaniment. But if you want extra kick with your meal, you can make a mimosa by adding equal parts champagne and orange juice into a champagne flute. And if you still have room for dessert, mint chocolate chip ice cream is my favorite. Thuy and Tu Anh are both squatting down near a barbecue. They are at a house gathering at Tu Ang's house. Their husbands, Hum and Duc, sit at a table nearby them drinking beer and Vietnamese rice wine.
Oh yes, you always get so drunk at these gatherings. Such a waste. Yes, my husband is so lazy. We're over here doing all the preparing, roasting, and grilling. They're sitting over there drinking, and never once do they offer to help. These men think they can do whatever they want, although maybe it's a good thing my husband doesn't try and help. The other day, he almost burned down our whole house trying to light the stove. It's true, my husband is so useless, I don't even think my husband knows how to steam rice. It looks like your husband has the appetite of a pig. Yes, he's so lazy and fat.
Hum, Thuy's husband, calls out to the woman. Hey, Thuy, are the pork ribs ready yet? What is taking so long? We're starving.
Yes, sorry, my dear. They will be ready right away.
And can you make sure they are not too salty like last time? You always ruin the flavor.
Yes, dear, I'm so sorry. It won't happen again. That fool, he probably can't even taste anything anymore. He's so drunk. You got that right. He's so rude. I would never let my husband talk to me like that.
Suddenly, Duc, Tu Ang's husband, calls out to the woman. Tu Ang, get some more beer in the refrigerator and hurry up. I'm thirsty.
Yes, dear, right away. I'm so sorry.
And you should freeze some more water while you're at it. We have no more ice.
We should play a trick on them. Let's mix up every spice we can find and put it on the ribs and then serve it to them. Great idea.
Tui and Tuang then crush a bunch of chili peppers, put it on the pork ribs, and serve it to the men.
Enjoy. Zoom, an elementary school student, is in the principal's office with his parents receiving a lecture for his recent bad behavior. Go ahead, Zoom. Tell your parents what you did today.
No, I don't want to.
Zoom drew some artwork on the blackboard today.
What did you draw?
Zoom, tell them what you drew.
I drew a nice picture of my teacher, Miss Fung.
Well, the picture was not very flattering. Miss Fung also says that Zoom constantly throws pens and other objects at the board and never properly wears his uniforms in class.
That's not true. The other children throw stuff, but Miss Fung always blames me.
We do think the primary reason he behaves this way is for the approval of his classmates.
Whatever.
Had Zoom also told you that he failed his exam last week and completely forgot to hand in the essay as well?
Zoom, you told us you got 100 on that essay. The essay was stupid. Why would I do that stupid essay?
I think Zoom really needs to improve his attention and interest in school and must practice much harder to avoid being held back. If you consider taking Zoom to the doctor to examine him, perhaps Zoom has a mental disorder.
No, I don't. Yes, we thought the same thing when he was a little child. But the doctor said he is completely normal.
Well, have you considered registering Zoom for a mentor program? One of Zoom's classmates, Huang Ang, has a mentor and now his work is outstanding.
Huang Ang gets good marks because he cheats on his tests.
Well, regardless, I think something needs to be done about Zoom's behavior.
Yes, if Zoom makes one more mistake, he will have to spend the next holiday in his room with no video games or TV. No, please.
Following is a talk from a seminar on studying abroad in the U.S. held at the U.S. Embassy.
The first step to studying in the United States is researching your options to find a college that best fits your needs. You need to think about what you want to concentrate on. For example, is it all about which major you choose? Or do you want to join a school that has outstanding extracurricular clubs like a film or debate club? It all depends on what you want. You need to define your priorities. This should be the basis of your research for your future college. If you are concerned that you are not looking in the right places, then you can come here to the embassy where one of our staff would be happy to assist you, or we have a library here full of books with concrete information on colleges in the U.S. The next step is to consider finances. The cost of living and studying varies across the United States, and this will be an integral part of your research and planning. There are also many scholarships for studying in the U.S. that you may be eligible for. The third step is to complete your application and apply for your student visa. This can be a very complicated step, so if you want further information or assistance with this, the embassy provides a one-day course that gives full detail on how to complete your application before the deadline, as well as apply for your student visa. Our goal is to help you prevent making any errors and give you the best chance of being accepted and approved. The final step is to prepare for your departure. This step because it means you made it and are getting ready for your trip. Make sure your travel and living arrangements are all in order and don't forget to attend the pre-departure orientation here at the embassy. So, to conclude, studying in the U.S. can be a wonderfully fulfilling experience where you can study at one of the top international universities and learn about a new culture. But you need to make sure that you do your research. Also, if you want to speak privately, then I will be waiting in the adjacent hall for about 20 minutes afterwards to answer any of your questions. Thank you. Fung Ang just received an acceptance letter from the Arado School of Music and Performing Arts. She tells her father about the good news.
Hey Dad, look, I got into my dream school, Colorado.
Are you sure?
Yeah, look at this. It says the Committee on Admission has admitted you to the class of 2022 under the Bachelor of Arts in Classical Ballet. Oh my god, this is so exciting!
I see.
The letter also says that the Department of Finance has calculated that I qualify for a half-free academic scholarship as long as I attend a pre-seminar ballet class as a prerequisite.
Feng, honey, we discussed this already.
Daddy, what do you mean?
Listen, Feng, I can acknowledge this is an outstanding merit. However, studying ballet in college is not a suitable choice for your future. You need to graduate with an academic diploma in a more realistic subject like business or engineering.
And I hate engineering.
Well, how about you study biology or chemistry, and then you can become a doctor like your mother.
I don't want to be a doctor like Mother. She works all the time and is never home. All she does is work and sleep. Why can't you support my dreams? Don't you want me to be happy?
Listen, you need security in your life, and to pursue ballet is too risky. For example, my colleague at my office used to be a very talented piano player. He even received an honor from his high school for his exceptional playing. But in university, he quit piano to pursue a degree in business. And now he makes a decent salary, has a wife, children, his own apartment, and a car.
Well, my philosophy in life has always been do whatever makes you happy. I don't care about having an apartment or car, even a family if I am not doing what I love.
Feng, this is no longer a discussion. My terms are, if you don't study what I tell you to, you will not have my support. Now go up to your room and get ready. Your English tutor will be here soon. Feng walks upstairs with her head down.